I want to give a great big thank you to Laurice from Laurice's Kitchen and her daughter Gilly for this beautiful package I just received. And I'll have a link to her YouTube channel in the description box below. Thank you so much. I love them. And y'all look at these earrings. I'm going to have close-up pictures. These are gorgeous. And I love blue. Blue's my favorite color. But look at these earrings. Handmade. Y'all need to check them out. These are gorgeous. And then the blue lids. And look at these blue jars. I haven't seen these. This is the most gorgeous color of blue. I love these. These are the half pints and the pint jars. And then Laurice's dry barbecue rub that I will be using, and I'll do a video. And I love the expiration date, the Rapture. that made me giggle. I love that, Laurice. Thank you so much. I love it, and we'll put all of it to use. Y'all are awesome, and y'all go check out her channel. Thanks, Laurice and Gilly. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cricket. Today we're going to make some banana cupcakes, and they're going to be frosted with a peanut butter buttercream and then dolloped with a little bit of chocolate on top. So this will be a two-parter. In this video I'll make the cupcakes, and the next video I'll make the peanut butter buttercream. So to start off, I have 2 bananas, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. We're going to mash these up real good. Alright, our bananas are mashed. I'm going to move that to the side. In this bowl, we're going to mix our dry ingredients. I have 1½ cups of self-rising flour. If you're using all-purpose flour, you will also need to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. But since we're using self-rising flour, we don't have to add that. But if you do, remember to add that too. And I also have 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix that together real good and set it aside. Okay, I thought I'd hit record, so I don't know what recorded and what didn't. Now in my stand mixer, and if you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a handheld mixer. I've added 1 stick of softened butter. That's 1/2 cup that I've allowed to come to room temperature. I've added 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar and 1/4 cup of packed light brown sugar. We're going to mix this together and cream it till it's light and fluffy. And this will take several minutes, and we want to make sure it's real good and creamed, and I will scrape down the bowl a couple of times during this process. Now if you're using a handheld mixer, it might take it a little longer to come together. You might think that it's not going to come together, but it will. I've made these using a handheld mixer. So I'm going to scrape everything down and continue to cream it till it's light and fluffy. Now I don't know if you can tell a difference, but I can. It's gotten just a little bit lighter in color. Everything's nice and fluffy. You really want to make sure that it's creamed together real good. Now I'm going to add our mashed bananas and let this go for a couple of minutes. Get that good and incorporated. Okay, at this point it's going to look like that everything is curdled, but it's fine. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm also going to add 2 eggs. And I'm using large eggs. Let that mix together. Now I'm going to add 1/2 of my flour mixture. Start it out on low. Now I have 1/4 cup of milk. I'm going to add 1/2 of that. Now the rest of our flour. Leave it on low. And now the rest of my milk. And just mix this till it comes together. Now I'm going to scrape down the sides. Now this is optional, but I have a half a cup of chopped pecans. I'm going to add that and just mix it till it's stirred in. But you don't have to add it. Now in my cupcake pan, I have the little baking cups. So now we're going to fill that up. Alright, with my spatula, I scraped down my bowl real good and gave it a good little mix to make sure everything was mixed together. You don't want to fill these all the way to the top, just about 3/4 of the way full. Now I got 16 cupcakes. You may get a few more, you may get a few less. Depends on really how full you fill them. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to bake these at around 15 to 25 minutes. When I made these before, it took them like 23 minutes. So just keep a check on them. And when you insert a toothpick in it, it should come out clean and they should be nicely browned on top. Alright, I just took mine out of the oven. Toothpick's coming up clean. And see, they bounce right back. So I'm going to let these cool in the pan for a few minutes. Then I'm going to put them on a wire rack to finish cooling. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. In the next video, we'll be trying them and making our homemade peanut butter buttercream. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I brought you back because I can't stand it. We've got to try them. Ooh, look at that. Now to try a bite. I like them. And you can tell it has a hint of nutmeg in it too. Okay, stay tuned for the peanut butter buttercream. And I want to add one more thing. If you don't like the taste of nutmeg, you can take that down to 1/4 teaspoon or completely leave it out. It'll be good either way. But I like it because it's just like a hint of it. Alright, see you in the next video.